with you. Okay. You will be keeping a notepad with you, notepad properly. Whatever we have discussed so far, you have to make sure that you write everything properly. And this time when you write without seeing in the notepad. Understood now? All these answers should not be a mistake. Because now if you see, when I tell you now these things to be done, I can promise you, you don't have to remember things. You have done it properly. Understood now? Because I get it very slow. Slowly I do everything. Like what is the treatment of purchase goodwill? If they ask you, what is the treatment, Hemlata? What is the treatment? What's the treatment?
Initially, it is recorded in the books of accounts.
Yes, but it's the recorded in the books of account. What is the treatment of internally generated goodwill?
No treatment.
It's not recorded in the books of account. And goodwill is depreciated.
No, it is verified for impairment.
It is verified for impairment. It is not depreciated. It is neither impaired nor depreciated. It is only tested for impairment purpose. So if you are able to say the answers, then it's good to go. What is the example of deferred revenue expenditure? Ayushi Tandon. Video should be on. Example of deferred revenue expenditure.
Deferred revenue expenditures are like expenditures we do before the company gets started. Maybe it gets recorded in the books after we commence the business.
Deferred revenue
Promoters
expenditure.
expenses.
The expenditure will give benefit in the future. Example, Diksha.
Advertisements. Advertising expenses.
Advertising expenses will be there. Okay. The advertising expenses will be there. That will be there. Right? Correct? Yeah. Sure. So that will be the answer. I'll be giving you the materials. I think so, Hemalata. Okay. So I think write the email ID I've written now. Diksha, you write the email ID over the group once. Give your email ID in the group. Okay. In the group, you write the email ID. So I'll be giving the material. That material needs to be covered. Harshit, you get the email ID. You give the email ID over the group once. Give the email ID over the group. Harshit, yeah. Gayatri, also you give the email ID over the group. So I'll be giving the material that you need to complete all this nicely. And whatever we have given you, whatever I am telling you, to make sure you make in the Word file all the things properly. In the Word file, you make all the things. So it will be done very properly. Okay. This thing to be done. And that's it. And you have to make sure that all the themes are done properly. Okay. Your CV, you have to WhatsApp me in the group once. If you have prepared any CV at your end now, please WhatsApp in the group once so that I will be checking and reverting back. So whatever CV you have prepared, whatever is at your end, Nisa Agarwal, your CV is done. CV and all done. So please send in the group only once. Send in the group. All the CV send in the group. Whatever you have prepared now, please send in the group only. Priyanka Arya, please send in the group your CV quickly. Harshit, I have checked also. Nisa, Diksha, please send in CV in the group only. Hemlata, have you prepared any CV?
Yes, I have prepared it.
Please send in the group so that I can check. All the CV in the group only. Priyanka Arya, CV in the group. So that I can, afterwards I can check and revert back. Whatever CV you have prepared. Now only, WhatsApp it. Satya prepared. Satya, I think I checked. Satya also. Send in the group once. Satya. Okay.
Stat audit or which one?
Whatever you have prepared CV so far, share in the group. Okay. Gayatri, share in the group. Hemlata, prepared anything? Kuch banaya? Nothing. CV prepared? Yes or no? Anything you prepared? Hemlata, speak something.
Yes, sir. Pre-
Ha,
Yes, sir. Prepared. I'm sharing it.
ha, share in the group. You're behaving like a class 8 girl. I'm asking you. You share in the group, yeah. Okay. Nisa Agarwal, share in the group. Nisa Agarwal, CV. Diksha, share in the group. Ayushi Tandon prepared CV, anything?
Yes, sir.
One, yes, one share in the group. Hmm?
Sure.
Hemlata also. Hmm? Hemlata. Satya. Okay. So that as I get time now, I can see that. Okay. Share in the group. Okay. Also your LinkedIn profile also. LinkedIn profile also share in the group. So if you're prepared now, LinkedIn profile also share in the group. LinkedIn profile. Share in the group only. Link, you know how to share link. Let me share my. You all follow me if you're not following me. Okay. Hmm. Share your LinkedIn profile as well. Okay. Everybody. Hmm. Follow me also. Follow each other. Okay. Yeah. Say your LinkedIn profile, everybody. Huh? LinkedIn profile. Hmm. Share IUC your LinkedIn profile. Hemlata, you also. LinkedIn profile. Garvit Gera, you can also share your ones. Garvit Gera. Hmm? Share LinkedIn profile so that we can connect. Harshit Sethi, LinkedIn profile. Hari Govind, LinkedIn profile. Share in the group. CV also, I think CV is done, na? Huh. LinkedIn profile, share. Hemlata, you're in another group. So you share your LinkedIn profile. That group is fulfilled. Okay. Hemlata, share your LinkedIn profile. And
Yes,
this
sir.
one. Ayushi Tandon, you also. Garvit Gera, share. Tanuj, you also share your LinkedIn profile. Okay. CV in the group. Gayatri, share your LinkedIn profile and the CV in the group. Second group. Huh? Quickly. Hari Govind is in. Gayatri in second one. Huh? Hmm. Gayatri and Garvit also. Yes. Okay. And this guy's name is yes. Profile link here. Okay. Great. Good. Great. IUC Tandon, yours did not receive yours. IUC. Okay. I have received some CVs. Okay. Huh. Right. Diksha, you are there, na? Okay. Diksha, is the same LinkedIn profile? You are only same person, na? Okay. Same person only. Okay. 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 Or you are duplicate? Same person? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Same only, na? Okay. Okay. Here you look like a perfect South Indian. But in LinkedIn, you look like no. Okay. Okay. So like in your CV, na? So CV format I will give you, not a problem. Content you have to modify, okay, little bit. Like whatever you have done in your
Okay,
ITC, na, and whatever you have
Hmm.
done in ITC and audit, you have to stretch more. More points you need to write in audit and ITC. Got my point, na? So that things you have to add on. Got my point, na? Hmm. So
Yes, sir.
let me. You can see the CV of Ekbar Priyanka Arya, right, in the group, correct? No? You can see the CV, right? Diksha, Priyanka
Yeah,
Arya.
Yes,
So
sir.
whatever points he has written, na, whatever points he has written, okay. Now whatever things you have
Hmm.
knowledge, you will write that. Understood, na?
Okay,
Format you can use
okay.
this, not a problem.
Hmm.
Format Priyanka Arya, number one CV that you have made, na, the number one CV that you have made, the format has to improve. Priyanka Arya is there.
Yes, sir.
The format needs to improve because it little there, little here. So the first format now where you've written taxation filed 120 income tax return, 15 GST returns, see GST refund, it's okay. But up point now
Yes,
it's little bit that side. So that needs to
yes.
improve. Okay.
एक्चुअली सर अभी इसमें एडिटिंग पेंडिंग है ना, कुछ
हाँ,
पॉइंट्स एडिशन
in
होंगे,
English,
कुछ
in English.
डिलीशन होगा, दैट्स
Yes,
व्हाई
in English.
दैट्स
So
व्हाई आई
little bit
लेफ्ट
formatting.
फॉर्मेटिंग लाइक दिस.
Otherwise, whatever you mention in the CV, you should have knowledge. Okay, don't write anything the CV which you don't have knowledge, like you have written assisted during litigation for drafting of reply and appeal
नो,
and
आई हैव
submission.
नॉट एन एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ इट.
Don't
एक्चुअली
write.
आई हैव.
Don't write
Okay,
on
I have.
litigation. Hmm.
Okay. I was given the format, given the resume of
Not
Kiran
problem.
Mishra, so
Oh,
that's why. Also,
no
sir,
problem.
I haven't an experience of registration and cancellation of GST.
Yes. Filed 120 income tax return. What have you done in this CV? Which you have knowledge.
So during my articleship, I have filed returns, not actually filed, just prepared, and that too only for the salaried employees. So
Whatever you have knowledge, that only you write. Okay.
okay,
So this you will they file 120 income tax return for diverse client base with zero default, preparation and presentation of submission before the tax authorities,
uh,
filed various income tax forms. You write only what you know out here, okay? So you can avoid this, okay? So much things they have mentioned, na? You know what?
yes,
In income tax ITR 1, you know, right? ITR 1,
yes,
ITR 4 is. So what you know,
yes,
write that
yes.
much. Don't try to act,
Okay,
don't write too much.
but sir, I have just prepared, not filed. So should I mention the file word?
You paid 5 days, same, not a problem. But don't write something which you don't have absolutely zero knowledge.
Yes.
40 GST return, 10 TDS return. Have you done this? Then only you write. Otherwise, you
Okay,
remove.
okay.
Okay. Got it now? Preparation, finalization of books of account financial statements as per AS and Schedule 3. Concurrent audit you have
Yeah.
written. Payroll audit. Have you
No,
done this?
no,
Don't
no.
write.
These are the
Don't write.
parts of. Okay,
Don't write. Don't write. Okay. Once you can
okay.
remove this. Okay. Instead, what are the things you have done? What are the things you already know very nicely? आपको क्या आता
In
है? What
taxation
is
part,
what is
I
in
have.
full what you know? Full what you know?
In full, I have done statutory audits in which majorly I have done the vouching and verifications, Along with that, the ledger scrutiny portion, the debtors aging portion, and then I've also prepared some depreciation charts as well as per the Income Tax Act, and also made a statement of stocks as per FMV as on 31 January 2018 का वो formula था ना, उस पर based I have made an Excel sheet. I'm not able to remember the section number, so I have done that
Whatever,
as well.
whatever you know, that only you write. What you don't know, remove it. Okay.
Okay.
So like this, you have to prepare single CV will do the case audit tax one CV. Whatever you know nicely, please write that properly in your case. Okay.
A single CV for taxation and audit
Audit tax single
combined, no?
CV will be, yeah, in your case symbol will work out. But whatever you know
Okay.
nice, usko magnify करिए. Whatever you know, magnify it.
Okay.
Just magnify it.
Okay.
Okay. Don't write anything which you don't know.
Okay, sir.
This you said na ledger scrutiny, these things you know, ITR file 1, 2, 3, 4. You can say GST little bit, which you can learn. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
In this, the say R2R you made the CV, na manage reconcile financial statements of diverse client having multiple branches and stores, different locations. Scrutiny of ledger, this verification of bakers, ठीक है. Fostering the good contribution, this is good. Don't write in R2R these audit points. Okay. Avoid the audit point. GST return little bit, it is okay. Avoid the audit and tax audit points, income tax. And submission, so you have not prepared only, na? So avoid submission.
Yes.
Litigation work you should avoid if you have not done it. Understood,
Okay.
na? Compliance
Yes.
still you can write, but don't write anything on litigation.
Okay.
Litigation, you don't need to write anything. ROC forms you have filled,
Yes.
then you can write. Whatever you know, you write. What you don't know, don't write. You have done this client.
Okay.
You have mentioned Punjab Bank, Bank of India. You have done these clients.
No, this portion has to be deleted. I left it for your review
You
purpose.
cannot mention the client name which you have not done also. Okay. If you
I
have done the
haven't,
client name, then only you should write the client name. If you have not done that
sir,
client, don't write.
I haven't done the bank audit or a concurrent audit like this. So should I remove that from the audit resume as
Yes.
well?
Yes, everywhere you remove.
Okay.
Bank audit you can write, but you cannot write the client name if you have not done it. Okay. You have writing
Okay.
that you have done the client of Punjab National Bank, Bank of India, Allahabad Bank.
No.
Got my point, na?
Yes.
Taxation has a limit. Bank of Baroda, ING Vasia Bank. So you cannot write the client name if you have not done it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this you will remove, and there's one CV more than enough. 1 or 2 CV, no need in your case. Okay. Whatever you know, you write. Okay.
So in my case, I can,
whatever
sir,
you
in
know,
my
you write.
case, I can make a resume especially for statutory audit because I have done majorly in that, and another I can make for a mixed profile, combining all
profile.
whatever I have done.
Whatever you have done, na, little bit. Don't write the client name if you have not done that. If you have write the client name, then you write. Okay. If you have done any
Okay.
client, then you can write the client name. Otherwise, don't write fake client names.
Okay.
Nisa Agarwal. Format is good. Nisa Agarwal.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can use that format of Priyanka Arya only. Okay. Whatever you have done in your CV means photo and all should not be there. What you have done in your article CV and all.
Yes, sir. I have done income tax returns, tax audits, bank audits, TDS returns.
So whatever you have done, you write. Tax audit, bank audit, this audit, that audit. Now just magnify it. What have you done in that? Whatever you have done, a tax audit. So tax audit may what you have done. Bank audit, whatever you have done.
Okay, sir.
Then apart from that, tax
Then,
audit
sir,
form 3C with, huh?
Then, sir, I have filed income tax returns for various clients like companies or
Yes,
salary
right.
persons.
Yes, write that. Please
then TDS
explain whatever you
GST.
know, you explain them. You need to explain, elaborate those points only, whatever you know. What you don't know,
Yes.
we don't have time
Yeah.
to write and then learn.
Yeah, sure.
Time is very less. Okay, and accounting work you should write. Accounting, BRS. Everybody write accounting work, BRS, bank reconciliation statement, reviewing journal entries and all that you use, ledger scrutiny,
Okay.
tax
sir.
audit. And if you have done any client name, please write. Dixa, same case, okay? Whatever you have done in your CV, na? Whatever done in your CV, write. Whatever you have done. You have done whatever you have written in the CV, I'm sure, right?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
whatever you've done in the CV, you write that only, that you worked in the ITC and then you have worked in this audit in this and this field. It is good taxation, you have worked, financial reporting, you have worked. Okay. Now just elaborate that
Financial
in stat.
reporting, actually, I have to write more. Financial reporting, I need to write more.
In your case, it's not needed. Okay. Right now it is not needed.
Yes, because
Uh,
all the audits which I have done, no. So I have done the financial reporting for all.
So you just like short example, you've written stat audit. So stat audit keywords are there. So write keywords like audit of fixed asset, inventory, trade receivable, trade payable. That keyword you should write. Got my point now? So whatever you study now, that you write. Internal audit, if you remember, procure to pay, order to cash, you write. Understood now? Tax audit, Form 3B, CB, 3CD, GST audit, little bit if you know. Just elaborate whatever you remember. If you're not able to remember, then just recall by studying everything, then you write. But don't try to write something which you have not done it absolutely. That is the thing.
I have
Understood
done
now?
all these. I have done all
Just
these.
elaborate. Whatever you have done, magnify it. Okay. What you don't know, that you can avoid. Okay. So that's thing. An accounting CV little bit prepare, and format you need to remove. Format is something that you need to improve. Okay. Format the Priyanka Arya took now, that format you make, do it and
Improve.
review with me. Okay.
Okay.
Satya, let's check Satya also. Satya, you made one CV. Satya.
Yes,
Satya
sir.
is
For the
this.
stack alone.
Okay. What you don't know in this?
I have not performed tax audit and stock audit. And in case of the audit of banks and NBFCs, I've just audited the branches, and I don't have complete grip over it. But yes, I have performed the audit.
Stock audit you can mention. Stock audit everyone should mention. Stock audit is a simple point which everybody can make points out here. Stock audit is something you can make away very nicely, the points. So stock
What
audit
about
you
tax
should keep.
audit?
Tax audit form 3CB, 3CD. Little bit here and
So,
there you see their income tax act. You can read the chapter. You can make away with it. Little bit
Okay.
client name. I'm not able to recall. You can make away with it. The tax audit, stock audit, you can get away with it. I'm not able to recall. Little bit recalling you should be knowing. Tax audit chapter is only there. Stock audit, tax audit you can write. Don't write the name of the client if you have not done it. Understood, no? Rest, I think so. Whatever you have mentioned, the process walk through. See, the thing is that your CV is the question paper from which the question will be asked. So whatever you're writing in the CV, question will directly ask. Are you able to answer it? Then it's good. If you're not able to answer, then you have to remove. If you can study and then say the answer, then it is also fine. Then it is
Okay.
also fine. But if you are not able to answer, even after preparation, then don't write. Simple logic.
Okay.
Because questions 50% will ask from this only. Okay? They are asking walk through, you have written potential risk areas. So they will ask question, what is test of control? What is this? Now, if you can say this, then it is good. If you're not able to say, then you have to make sure that you remove that. NPA provisioning as per ISCA norms and identifying revenue leakage. They will ask.
The provisions.
Question will be asked from the CV only. So CV, whatever you're writing,
No,
you
I have
should
done
study
that,
that.
but I need to recall. I have done that.
So you chat GPT na for recalling.
Okay.
You chat GPT. Whatever you're writing in the CV, you chat GPT and just read from it. Understood, no? So this is good CV. Format is good. Format you can use Diksha. ठीक है? Format देख लो. सत्या का. ठीक है? Format wise, it is good.
sir.
Yeah, and content is also good.
Tax resume, I need to prepare it. In that, I have included the GST registration and cancellation part and all, but I have never done it. So should I mention it?
GST is not required also that much, because GST, if there is any vacancy, then you write, otherwise you should you not read it.
And what
But
about in
when-
case of income tax?
Income tax also not too much vacancies is there, so you can avoid income tax. GST, there will be
Can I
little bit
prepare
of
a separate
vacancy.
resume for that, or one resume for stat
One
audit?
resume is more than enough in your cases. For this,
Okay.
CA final, both the groups, like one CV is also, yeah, you can prepare different CVs, but in one CV also it's more than enough. Sometimes if they are not able to adjust here and there, then you make 2 or 3 CVs, otherwise it will go.
And
Understood
what
now?
am supposed to include in case of R2R for R2R roles of a finance
Accounting
role?
profile, write on BRS, journal entry, reviewed journal entry, ledger scrutiny.
Okay.
You reviewed the work of the accountants, TDS work, TDS return filing, GST return filing, R2R me, this type of things. Okay.
One
Tally
CV is
entries,
more than enough, right?
month end closing, reporting, MIS reporting, MIS reporting. This is the keyword in R2R,
Okay.
MIS reporting. So you have to mention all those things. Understood, na, Diksha? Understood, na?
Yes, sir.
So little bit on everything you write. Little bit on everything. See, generally, if there is a most of the vacancies might be in R2R domain or finance domain. So these points you should mention, that little bit audit date, little bit taxation date, little bit this. So one CV will be a type of all-rounder CV, which you know little bit on everything. If there is an audit type of CV, then audit vacancy, then write more on audit. And if there's taxation vacancy, then write more on taxation. So like this, you can make 3 CVs if possible, or the one CV is more than enough. But a safer side, make 3 CVs, one in audit, one in taxation, one all-rounder. Understood, na? One audit, one taxation, one all-rounder. 3 CVs you can prepare like this. Audit may write on stat, internal audit, whatever you know nicely. Bank audit, tax audit, stock audit, manufacturing audit. So different types of audit you can write. Taxation, income tax little bit, GST return little bit. If you don't know, then study and write. Study and write.
Okay.
If you're giving a CV to somebody, to make sure that you know beforehand whatever you have written in the CV. Then accounting CV. In accounting, you write more on accounts, MIS reporting, budgeting, little bit this, GST return filing, reviewing the work of accountants, like this. Understood, na?
Yes.
ठीक है. Gayatri, let me check your also. ठीक है. You have worked in this, na, Gayatri? This Thomas, Tony, and next Digim. Right? Am I audible, Gayatri? Voice is never audible. Can remove that, huh?
Hello.
Yeah, now it's audible. So whatever you mentioned in the CV, you know this, right?
Yes.
I like the next Digim work which you've written, na? So these words can
Yeah.
be written in R2R. Okay. And research and analysis. Okay. So this is good CV. Okay. So these things you can all write. Priyanka, Arya, Diksha, Satya, even Hemlata. Okay. R2R के लिए good CV. Understood, na? This is a good CV for R2R. Whatever points he has mentioned, na? It is good. Like analyze the financial data to identify report on trends, enabling the company to make informed business decisions. Collaborated with the senior leadership to streamline the process. You have taken from ChatGPT these points, right?
Yeah, some of them they have recorrected with the chat.
Yes. Lead monthly close process by preparing review journal entries, reconciliation, financial statement. Go good for R2R these points. Understood, na? R2R के लिए good है. Priyanka, you understood?
Yeah.
Good points for R2R. Understood, na, Diksha? Video.
Yes,
Video
sir.
on. Yes, with Diksha. Am I audible, Diksha? So this content which he has written, na,
Yes.
this can be copy pasted
Yes.
nicely. Assistant preparing reports and presentation for senior management, ensuring accuracy and timeliness, develop and implement internal control to mitigate the risk. Okay, in next digim, what you have done? You have done this, or you just copy pasted this?
No, I have done the GL work. So I have to work all the details so that
Like
I
this.
have included that.
This is you can write this point, supported senior members in this, prepared this. Okay, the little bit points you can take from this inspiration and write in a R2R domain. So one CV will be on R2R only. So R2R you got the content, na? R2R के लिए मिल गया. This type of
Yes.
content you can write in R2R. BRS. Then this is written na, streamline lead, month end, closing by preparing, reviewing the journal entries, reconciliation, financial statement for accuracy. Okay.
And some of the points can also add in a mixed resume from this.
That also you can use. Okay. And in state audit, you write about this audit of balance sheet and P&L items, audit of fixed asset, inventory, trade receivable, trade payable, purchase, sale, other expenses. Balance sheet P&L items you have to write, walk through, taste of control, taste of details. Himlat understood, na? Stat audit, have you done? Stat audit.
Yes, sir. Done.
तो balance sheet and cash flow P&L items which are there, na, that point you have to mention in the statutory audit. Internal audit, procure to pay, order to cash. State audit, you can write tax audit, stock audit, bank audit. Bank audit, NPA verification, check the loan papers.
Sorry to interrupt. Actually, is there any other group other than April 24?
एक ही group है. We are making the second group. No need to worry. एक ही है. Content is same only. That group is not.
These all my friends' other resumes, and I cannot see their resumes actually.
Which I have given you, no. The second group is your. Second group only. ठीक है? So whatever I said, na, this one Gayatri has given, na. ठीक है? So that only. So whatever I said, now what you have to do? What I
Sir,
have
can
told
you
now.
review my resume?
I have not given your. You have sent me. Okay, sorry, I have not seen that. I seen Gayatri. So whatever points what I mentioned once, write in the group also. Whatever points I mentioned for R2R, for stat audit, for internal audit, and for taxation, please write in the group also. Stat audit, you have to write taste of control, taste of details. Please write the points which I'm saying. Stat audit, taste of details, taste of controls, walk through, substantive analytical procedures. Right, quickly. These are the points which should be there in the CV. Audit of balance sheet and P&L items. Now magnify that. Audit of fixed asset, investments, trade receivable, trade payables, cash and cash balances. So that if the question is asked, you're able to say the answer also quickly. Loans and advances, purchase, sale, other expenses. Write in the group. Stat audit, what are the points to be mentioned? Diksha, write in the group. Okay, what are the points which I said, na? TOC, TOD, walk through, taste of controls, taste of details. These points should be there in the CV. So that if they ask you a question, you are able to say, you know the answer. Caro reporting. These points should be there. Rather than copy pasting, you should know what is in stat audit. These are the points should be there in the statutory audit. Ledger scrutiny, drafting of accounts, tax audit, filed the form 3CB, 3CD, 3CA, 3CD, form 3CB, 3CD other than companies, 3CA, 3CD for companies. Write these points in the group. Tax audit points you write. Tax audit form 3CA, 3CD. 3CA, 3CD. Hemlata write in the group. 3CA, 3CD. Form 3CA, 3CD of companies. 3CB, 3CD of other than companies. 3CB, 3CD other than companies. Gayatri, write these points. Whatever I mentioned, no? So that there is no mistake. When you make a CV, you know what you have to say. Ledger scrutiny, Hemlata, ledger scrutiny, taste of control, taste of details, stock audit, fixed asset verification. physical verification of inventory. Then write the nature of industry which you have audited. Write the nature of industry which you have audited. You might have done industry of what? Manufacturing, service sector, textiles industry, paint, steel industry. To please mention the industry name. Client name also can be mentioned. Client name, industry name, please mention. In audit profile, you should mention. Stat audit, internal audit, you should mention. Taxation, it's not necessary. In audit profile, the client industry turnover, very much important. Turnover. I have done the audit of manufacturing client. Turnover was 35 crore. So you should be writing like this.
But
Taxation.
isn't it confidential? I mean, should we mention the
Nothing.
client's name? It's
Client name,
confidential.
you can write client name, you can write, and turnover also you can write. If you are coming from a big four client, they signed a confidentiality clause. Otherwise, there also you can write, not a problem. Okay. The client name you can write if you have done it. If you have done that client, then you can write. If you have not done it, your friend has done it, you cannot write. That is wrong. Understood now? But if you have done it, you can write. Okay. The client name, industry sector. If there is an agreement, okay, between a principal has told you you cannot mention this, then you cannot write. Understood now? If your principal has told you, then you cannot write. Principal never signs that type of agreement. So you can always write. Okay. You cannot mention the observations of the client that I found this much fraud in this client. That you cannot do. That is confidential. You have done the audit of this client, that is not confidential. Okay. Worth this much. Okay. So that you can mention, it will create an impact. Which industry you have done, write in the group. Okay. Which industries you have done, please write in the group. Emlata. Which industries audit you have done, write in the group. This industry I have done, that industry I have done, that you have to write. Industry name. Write the industry name. Write the industry name.